What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the panel. I've got something to do real quick. I'll be here, but Tim, take it away, bro. I got.
Sorry. I'm here. I'm taking it away. Hey, welcome to the Quantum Show. And I am here to DJ the side panel. How y'all doing? Good day, Aussie. Good day, Nathan. Good day, Samo. Good day, Renee. I'm sure Rachel will be in a moment.
Okay, I'm clear now. Sorry about that.
No
I
problem.
was I was doing all this stuff, and y'all never fail. When the show is good, y'all make the memes, bro.
Right. You got the
Holy
no
cow!
clay memes one I sent you
Yeah,
and
yeah, I
more.
got and more. This was what's up.
Hey,
Everybody
unknown.
coming back in, Scream and David Wilcox and Ollie, Elmo. Elmo, were you sending me an email because I was looking for it and I didn't see anything from you? Let me know. Let me know. Like, let me know. Okay, what's up, unknown Aussie? Like and subscribe if you hear your quantum. I said Scream, Samo Rockstar Mod. I said that before. Sarah, what's up? Thanks for coming back here, Sarah. Renee, I know Rachel's in here too. And yeah, but man, when y'all when y'all are inspired, nothing else, nothing else. Oh man, there ain't no falling. Yeah, there's an email address. Look in the description of like the other show. What's up, Storm?
Storm. Good to see you.
Coming in. What's up, Storm? Okay, yeah, the email address is on either the YouTube page or the description of the video. It's there. Um, I will go ahead and put it in here anyway, right? I somebody chatted to me, but I didn't see it.
I'll pull it up and put it in the chat real quick.
I got it.
Okay. Do, 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 do. In the military, we couldn't have dead air because it meant that
Yeah,
somebody was literally dead. So that's the reason why we make funny noises in the
right.
background when the others doing
Okay.
stuff.
Thank you, Aussie. I got it too. You were quicker on the draw than I was. But here we are. We're back. So Raven will be in at some point, and Elmo, if I ever hear from you, I'll send you a link because of this.
Good to see you too, Elmo.
This is hilarious. This is hilarious. Let me show you this. I've got to show this. This was awesome. This was awesome. I love this. Hmm. Can everyone see this?
I see it.
There it is. Now I'm gonna read it from my side of the screen, right? Because I can see it better than through the viewfinder here, or whatever. Nate versus Elmo, debate of the century. Aliens are demons. Aliens are still not demons. Nate in this corner. Debate champion, truth seeker, holder of reason. Record to be determined. Elmo, believer of truth, furry and fearless, speaks the word. Record to be determined. One ring, one truth, one winner. Who will convince the world? I love it. Boxing match. Do I look like that? Oh my god. Okay.
That looks like whatchamacallum from Metallica, not you.
Lars?
Yeah, it looks like Lars.
Oh man.
don't cut it into a mullet. Don't ever
Mm-mm,
cut it into a mullet.
mm-mm. Never, never. I'm me and you know what? That might go up here. I might make that up here.
Nice.
Might make one of those and put it right here. I just got new ink, so this I can print. Cards I can't print. You saw it. You got the cards, right, Tim? You got the cards?
Yes, right
The
here.
handful of cards? Okay. Okay, let me get this off of here. And yeah, I
Um,
sent Tim and Raven some cards. Tim, you're up. I may see these were the hard proofs, right?
these are proofs. Uh,
They
the
work, but I mean, I printed these at home. Yeah, these were uh the artwork and the titles of things of shows, right?
I'm not
And
reading them.
there are more. I'm not gonna golems of AI, right?
Yeah, they're hard
And
to read on screen because we,
they're
we
hard to
what
read
we
in
see is backwards.
yeah, and it's hard to read in real life because my printer is not for this. And more about AI and robotics, right? Embodied intelligence. Update for that too.
Important
Well, a
card
little
right
bit.
here.
Yeah, the psyops card, and uh, yeah, I remember them. I remember them. I remember seeing mention of the Illuminati game cards. Okay, and yeah, I have started the process of.
Bonus.
Oh yeah, there it is. I started the process of making true cards. I'm waiting on them. It's one card at a time. Y'all, I got like 30 cards made. Okay. This is going to take a long time to get a set, but whatever. I'm going to have, and minimum order is 100. So I'm going to have like a crate of freaking cards over here. And, huh, but that's okay. That's okay. That's what it takes. I'm not tops, right? I'm not like I'm not the Mandalorian or Hasbro making cards at will. So I'm having to go through third party. What do you do? So yeah, I've got one. I've got one. It's in there. I just haven't. Well, I don't have that one. I've never covered that, but I did do that. Right. I'm also not lower deck. Upper deck. Right. Oh yeah, we've talked about Project High Jump and Antarctica. Oh, I love it. Okay, anyway, it's the panel show. I'm gonna check my email one more time, right? Because I'm waiting because I would like to hear your perspective, Elmo. Still nothing. So let me check the spam folder. Nope, nothing yet. So when I hear from you, Elmo, I will bring you on because that's legit. That's legit a legit discussion point. And though I don't believe it, right? Because when you meet one dude, when you meet either one, they're definitely different things, right? And yeah,
I think he's
okay,
misunderstanding.
maybe
Ah,
email.
he gets it now.
Okay. Yeah, I know. This is not self-aggrandizing. This is the world. This is the things of the world, not me. Not me. Y'all are the ones doing that. Nate versus Elmo. Oh my god. I'm not the guy. I'm not the sentinel. I'm not the sentinel. The sentinel is just the sentinel. And I'm not the focus. You guys are the ones that make the focus on me. I'm like, oh my god, this. I'm just me. Look at this headphone. I got a coffee cup from another YouTube show. Not me. But that being said, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're here, your quantum, any cards, stickers, buttons, Still quantum. Oh, I know you're not against me. It's a legit talking point, right? It's a legit talking point. I know. No, if you're not trolling, I get it. I get it. It's yeah. I don't. Yeah, it's all good, right? Um, and yeah, I don't think that you're you're like giving me hell.
Hmm.
And I agree. Thank you. I like to take part in stuff too. The thing is, I go a little too far sometimes, so I try to not do that too much. I stay in the fans. Not that y'all are doing it, right? But yeah, awesome card ideas. Well, the thing is, I want the cards to reflect here what we've done, not ideas of outside. Things that we've done. Like, oh, the cemetery's going to get a card too. I don't think the cemeteries ever get cards, right? I mean, they get like invitations. You don't. It's not nice to get one because somebody died, and this is. But anyway, Tim, I wanted to bring it. I said I had an update, a twins update in the first part,
Yeah.
dude. Before the twin stuff ever happened, right? Uh, I was doing these toys, the Final Faction toys, right? And I didn't realize it until just recently. I was scouting out these toys, and the way the distribution is, you go to the different stores and you find them, or you don't, right? So I went to a Family Dollar store, and okay, there was a girl there, and I was wanting to make friends, okay, because consciously I was like, I'm gonna get a date. Subconsciously, it was more like I'm looking for a daughter figure. That's what it was subconsciously. That's what really came through, right? Okay, but that was just my little ego tripping thing, right? But I wanted to make friends because something about her was intriguing. Something was attractive. I don't mean, I mean, it wasn't like boy girl attraction. It was, I want to be around this person type attraction. You know what I mean?
Side joke.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Um,
We get.
but you know how you just want to be around somebody because they just feel good to you? That's what I was feeling about this this woman, right? And I tried to make friends, but it didn't work out. And here's why. Okay. Now let me just set it up for you. She she had me go to her house. I didn't ask, right? But no,
Mhm.
what I did do was like, I'm going to, I don't know, something clicked somehow.
Yeah.
We kind of made friends at the time. It was more like acquaintances. And she comes up as she lives by herself, and she lives right close to there. Turns out now, this is first of all, none of it's verifiable. None of it's unverifiable either. And this girl is in a bad neighborhood. She's about, check this out. She's about this tall.
Hmm.
She's very skinny, tightly wound blonde curls hair, slightly larger eyes. I didn't wasn't checking her out or nothing, but I can't say she was out of proportion at all, but I can't say she was in proportion because I wasn't looking at that, right?
Hmm.
And turns out she's in granted housing. This is all you can't verify this stuff, right? All I could verify was this was Section 8 housing,
Hmm.
and she was away from her family, and she mentioned her father, and every time she mentioned her father, it was like she got scared, like a whipped pup. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
She recoiled from the idea of him, and I was like, okay. And then I took her to Target. Okay, Dude, y'all, everybody. Yeah, Section 8. Section 8 is granted housing for
Low income
uh
housing,
low income housing, but also for like refugees,
disabilities, and refugees, and
disability,
so
something. Well, this was I got at first I was thinking she's got like a drug problem. There was no drug problem, okay? Anyway, I took her to Target. Bro, everybody, she acted like she had never seen anything like this in her life, okay? The I say, well, I normally stop at toys first. That's where I was in life, right? I normally stop. So we went through toys and we walked through the board games to get to it. And she was looking at the board games like amazement on her face. Really, amazement. And she was shocked about the card game Exploding Kittens, okay? And she was just like, "Exploding kittens?" And she just walked away like, "I can't process this right now." You know? And yeah, it's weird, but it's kinda I don't know, it's out there, but it's typical meme shit, okay? And we get covered up with it. I got her some household stuff, whatever. Gallon of milk, loaf of bread, okay? That was something in the hall, I guess. I was like I felt like I should help this person a little bit, you know? She had a place to live, she had a job, not for very long, but she had a job. She got fired, and then she wouldn't talk about her dad. She gallon of milk, loaf of bread, right? These were bags, these were lots of bags. So I'm like, "Do you want me to carry me in your house?" Because she's really thin. This was her leg, okay? This is how big her leg was, real thin. And yeah, hold on. This gets weird, right? Uh, I carried her stuff in. She starts to put it away. I put the milk and the bread away. There are like 9 gallons of milk, all with different dates. None of them any good. Okay. I get rid of those. I'm like, yeah, you got to get rid of this. And she acted like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like I was breaking a rule or something, right? Or I
hoarder,
was, huh?
like a hoarder, or
More like didn't know knows how to buy milk, but doesn't know how to get rid of perishables, right?
hmm.
Not like a hoarder.
How
Knows how to
old is
buy
she?
milk. About 23, 24, seem like. Maybe and maybe 18, 19. I don't know. She had a timeless face. She looked just like one of the twins in Gatlinburg. It didn't occur to me until just yes, like 2 days ago. About yay tall, tightly curled blonde hair, very slight of build, slightly larger eyes. Those are the twins. She was, and at first I thought she was an abuse victim, right? And then my mind went to maybe she was a human trafficking rescue, right? But the father thing and the not knowing how to deal with milk. Also, um, it had been a few hours since we went to Target and all this stuff, and I was like, "Hey, can I use your bathroom? I gotta pee." And so, okay, yeah, go ahead. And she talked to me like she didn't understand the concept of leaving somebody alone for a minute, the concept of privacy. Okay,
Hmm.
and she just was like had no concept of how to be a human.
Hmm.
So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking she was one of the people sent to observe, but she went to native and something broke. I don't know, but it was just so. And she blocked me. Well, she didn't block me. She blasted me on a text message. I was like, "Hey, I was hoping to hear from you. How was everything?" And she said, "I'm eating good food and all this stuff. I'm going to my psychiatry appointments." This sounds like code words now. All this stuff
Hmm.
sounds like code words to me because these were very strange behaviors. never seen the inside of a Target, but knew of a couple of products, right? She said she was Middle Eastern. That didn't fly. She was like white as an apple charger, okay? And she had these bigger blue eyes, tight curly blonde hair, super skinny, didn't seem to know how to act around just a person. And whenever she talked about her dad, no, not bagged milk. Um,
Oh,
what?
it's a joke. They're joking on the side, comparing Canadians to aliens. You
Oh,
know, they're it, you'd have to read to get into it. Don't worry about it. You're all right.
okay, okay. Huh? But yeah, she had, and when I put the milk away, it's like she didn't understand. It's okay to get rid of this stuff after a while. There was no
Mhm.
room for the new milk, and I think I want to say there was another loaf of bread that was moldy, maybe two, but I'm not sure about that. And I started to try to pick up and clean the house a little bit, but it was pretty bad. Like the kitchen wasn't cleaned. I'm not, slamming on her or nothing, but
Mhm.
uh, she just she seemed like, well, first of all, now 2 days ago I realized, oh my god, she was an alien. And what happened? Okay, every one of these guys that I've encountered have some kind of a mental thing going on to where they will not give up the fact that they're aliens because they take on like an ego shield or an ego facade where they believe it at the moment. You know what I mean? Like you convince yourself so hard that you believe it, even though it's not true, like an altar, like trauma based alter personalities. Okay. But they did it not with trauma where we create an alternate way to deal with trauma. They make one on purpose and there's no trauma involved. I don't know. This is y'all, if it wasn't crazy, I wouldn't bring it up. Crazy, weird, scary, let's move on, right? Cuz it just yeah. Um she I believe she got lost in the mix. She was sent here to observe or something, kind of like the
Mhm.
twins. The twins observe. They mingle in society, they observe, but she something went wrong and she lost her origins because from the Middle East, how can I can't verify that, right? The only thing I could verify this was government provided housing, okay? She said she was a psychiatrist. Can't verify that. Or she went to a psychiatrist. Sorry, I can't verify that. HIPAA rules. You don't look at that's HIPAA rules. You can't verify that, right? I could verify that she didn't understand how to get along with the people at Family Dollar because they were just thuggy type people, right? And they're cool until you mess with them. Well, she didn't know not to mess with them, right? I'm not going to get into what was going on, right, with
Mhm.
her and her coworkers, but she got fired for not being able to get along. And then she completely freaked out on me saying I shit on a text like I was a stalker or something. I'm like, "Hey, I'm trying to be your friend over here." And she said some crazy and it was like screens and screens of text message at a
Mhm.
time. I was like, I didn't know anything about this. So I just was like, "You got it, block." And I just blocked her, right? Because didn't have I didn't think about that. Then the twins thing happened. Then all this other stuff happened, right? And
Mhm.
I never realized she was one too. But I'm like I'm just guessing what could have happened to where this person everything she said is either true. Was she in a saved from human trafficking? Was she did she have an abusive father from the Middle East? Again, I can't verify any of this stuff. And how did she end up in government housing, government provided housing? But then again, and I gave her a hug goodbye. Tim, what's up?
I just I've I've spent some time in government housing too. I'm not talking about in the military. I'm talking about when I lived in Portland. I didn't stay in government housing myself, but you know, there's no difference between Section 8 apartments and apartments that are cheap, you know.
Right.
And so I was just buying a cheap apartment, yet my neighbors were all on Section 8. During this time, I was exposed to a lot of different cultures, if you know what I mean. Um, you know, my neighbors were of all sorts of different ethnicities, and some of them were on substances, and some of them had disabilities, and some of them had different things going on. So there's a lot of things that are just going through my head. I'm just trying to give you an honest reaction. You know, like, did this person maybe have autistic? Was she maybe on crack or meth? Or, you know, there's other things that could have been going on too. But at the same time, I want to believe that she's an alien and be supportive of my friend in his,
Well,
assessment.
I want to debunk this too. You
Yeah,
know, I want to debunk it. I don't want her to have been an alien. I don't even know if she's still there. She told me to stay away. Deal, staying away.
yeah.
But
Probably the best case, especially if it involved the other things that I was.
right, if she was rescued from someplace, I don't want to be involved in that world at all.
Yeah,
Right,
there's an expression. It's not very nice, but it's like um, if you play with ghetto birds, then you play ghetto bird games.
yeah,
And it's just it, it's
right.
not nice, but things are weird there. Things are weird there. Is just all I can say. The rent's cheap. You'll get accused of gentrifying the neighborhood if you're just there for the cheap rent. But everyone has to survive. Everyone has to adapt. And
Yeah, I was totally willing to stay her friend, but she got really,
yeah,
really like defensive and thinking like I was coming after her or something. She told me, and don't be driving by my house either. I'm like, I am not going to do that. I am not going to do that.
yeah.
And
She
uh,
might have had demons in a very real sense instead
yeah,
of
right, and right, but it's just what
alien from outer
coincidences,
space or illegal alien from Canada, says the unknown.
right? Well, apparently she was from Saudi Arabia or the Middle East, and I'm like, I mean, she was seriously paper white. That's another thing. The tight blonde hair, the
Yeah,
big blue eyes. Okay, Raven is on her way. Awesome. I'm gonna check my email one more time. See if I got. Hi, this is Elmo,
awesome.
and nothing yet. Okay, I'm still there though. I'm still there. Okay, but yeah, I don't believe in any coincidences, right?
Hmm.
The
I don't
slight that
either. I don't either. I mean, um, but my disbelief in coincidences gives me in trouble sometimes.
same.
It lets
Um,
me leap to novel conclusions at times that I have to be aware of.
me too. Co-pilot. The robots are even calling me out. Nathan, you're imagining things. And possibly, okay, Elmo, if you can't make it, you can't make it. I don't like that being here though, but that's cool. Another day, bro. It's all good. Another day. That's fine. So it just the pieces fit, and
Mhm.
the coincidences are so many. There's so many coincidences that when does it stop being coincidence? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And it becomes a pattern.
Uh, year, maybe two.
No, I mean how many coincidences have to stack up? I mean, yeah, I don't mean time.
I'm not talking about your coincidences. I was just asking the question internally.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, yeah. It's coincidences that stack up become novelties and novel. Yeah, it's like the 23 thing for me. Like
right.
at a point, when are you observing them naturally, and when are you creating the instances of observing them, and is there any difference between observations? You know.
Yeah.
Keep it
Um,
quantum, Samo. Keep it quantum.
keeping it quantum. Heck yeah.
Human brains are wired to see patterns, says Destination Chaos. Yes, we see patterns and we also make generalizations. Generalizations are the entire way that the brain is set up. Sometimes generalizations lead to discrimination, and discrimination becomes a problem.
Right.
So, just we need to, in general, keep our brains in check.
Yeah, we need to not what you said. Right. Exactly what you said. So, but I am definitely not prejudging aliens, okay? For
No,
sure.
no, I wasn't saying that. I was just catching up on chat, and I
Okay,
was
I'm
trying to
still
give
not
you
caught
a
up.
I was trying to give you a chance to catch up on chat by doing this on my side.
Okay.
uh,
Yeah,
Today was a long day, says Elmo, and Samo says make it triple. That's as
make
far down as I am.
yeah. Um but this is I mean that just it's a neat thought, right? But all of that unverifiable information,
Mhm.
it could be real. She could have been a psychiatry patient. She could have been rescued from some bad situation. She could be from the Middle East because they're just as much a melting pot as anybody. I mean, look at Bahrain, right? And look at
Yeah.
Dubai, melting pot societies. Even though they're over there in the Middle East, they're still melting pot because Bahrain and Dubai, they're different than a lot of the Middle East. Um, and got away from her father, scared of her dad. That was crazy. I mean, someone who is coming emerging from trauma. If forget the
Hmm.
alien stuff, right? Forget all
Right.
the alien stuff. Let's say she was emerging from trauma. Maybe she put up a mental block, or maybe she was never exposed to that stuff in the first place. She knew what kind of conditioner and shampoo and soap and little household things here and there, but she didn't know how to throw away milk, right? That tells me she was attended on a human way. She was attended. She was never having to do the milk, right?
Hmm.
She was never in charge of anything. And she was young. I want to say no more than 23. I don't remember. This was years ago. This was uh quite a few years ago. I mean, before at least 4 years ago because I hadn't gone to Gatlinburg the first time, right? And that was 3 years ago. So, yeah. Rachel is here. What's up? And thanks for coming back. I hope the show is interesting, right?
Hmm.
Hello, Rachel and Tim. And yes, the Middle East is insane. We went there.
Yes.
We went there. So,
Yes. It's a great place to pick up a stomach infection.
yeah, or a scorpion the size of your face, your head.
or a lizard the size of your freaking Humvee tire.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Holy cow, man. But Destin is saying, wait, Destin, shout out to all the YouTube shows that want to be on in my slot. Uh, Cryptid Huntress and who is this? Uh, Bigfoot Michigan Rob. And okay, Good Morning UFO. Oh my, why does everyone? I picked this slot because nobody else wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
Now they all want it.
Woohoo!
Destin is saying
Saturday
perhaps,
night.
yeah, perhaps she got in trouble in regards to milk and was punished. Now she doesn't. Maybe leaving all the alien stuff behind, right? There are people that look like that. We've all seen them.
Mhm.
Thin, blonde, uh, with the tight curly hair, and it didn't look like I had to use her bathroom. I didn't see a lot of hair stuff in there, so it makes me think it's naturally like that. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't see a curling iron or one of them things that you sit under. Nothing like that, right? I didn't see anything like that. And no, it was not. No, I think you mean the demon face syndrome. No, she didn't have that. Um, she stayed the way she looked the whole time. And you know what she kind of looked like? I'll show this right now. Thank you, unknown. This was awesome. She kind of looked like this, except blonde hair, blue eyes, right? She kind of looked like this. Holy cow, it's an alien.
Yeah, nice.
Did you see this yet, Tim?
Yeah, I was. It came from No Memes Clay. He
Yeah.
sent it to me. I sent it to you,
Oh,
or
did I
he
say
sent it to
unknown? My
you,
bad.
or
No, John Clay. John No Memes. Yeah. He sent it to me. This is awesome. I don't know what
yeah.
engine he used, but it obeyed.
No gargoyles.
Yep, no gargles. Name tag and everything.
I love it.
Okay. That is so freaking funny. Yeah, all black pupils. Well, that's another thing. That is that right there is a sign of actual demonic. When a person's whole eye turns black, that's demonic, okay? So, yeah, that's for sure. But this was made by John. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank
My bad. No, not this one. But there's that, right?
you.
I love it. It's getting a card, bro. It's getting a Quantum Show card. And what's up?
The unknown. He didn't do anything recently,
It
but
was
he
John.
has been helping me with the Quantum Show After Dark channel. He's been making regular contributions to the jukebox. If you all want to check out that channel, it's got some
I
interesting music in the back end.
I need to put links in the description for both of those. Tim, when you get a minute, will you send me links to both? I mean, just so I can have it and paste it into the description
All right,
because it
I'm going
needs
to
to
send
be
one
there.
for yeah.
Okay, it'll be over in Messenger when I get back when we get done doing this.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, one physical attribute that I've heard of, and too many people say it's true, is the all black pupils of a possessed person. That's real. That's supernatural. That doesn't happen. Okay, unless there's some other entity involved. But boom, it's not these guys. See the logo? Not those guys. It's other guys. Don't want to mess with them. Okay. Yeah, Raven's over in Cat Dimension. She's working her way out, and she'll be here when she gets here. So, but I had to say that, and maybe it's totally incorrect because I can't verify or deny. I can verify the housing, can't verify the psychiatrist, can't verify where she come from. I only say what I what I observed. She didn't understand anything about the pop culture of the toy scene. Okay, she thought some of them were really cool, some of them were really, how can that be a thing type reaction. Exploding kittens. She knew what the products were that she needed, but she didn't know how to maintain her place. Right? I was wanting to help her clean up. I was. I mean, paternal instinct kind of kicked in. Take care of this one. Like the Mandalorian and Grogu. Okay, that's the way I was thinking about it. This is years before Mandalorian too.
No.
So, uh, yeah. Oh, what now? What now?
He does parodies for the Quantum Show After Dark jukebox, and they're Quantum Show related, and he's been doing them since Nashville.
I will be sure to take another look because I got a lot of stuff to look at. There's a whole lot of stuff to look at. Have y'all seen the paranormal scene lately? Aliens, and now we got Skinwalker Ranch is coming back up, and questions about the Middle East, Elmo, right? The cylinder
Mhm.
seals and all the stuff. And I mean, duh, there's so much. I can only do so much, and I haven't successfully made a set of cards yet. This printer is just not up to it. This printer is just not up to it, and the local person that I want to work with costs too much. Her
Mm,
prices are con prices all the time. I'm like, that's how you not have business. That's how you don't have
yeah,
business. And this person wants to focus on the creative side, not the grinding side, right? Not the logistics, not the let's make it, let's finalize this and make it happen. She's,
right.
this person is the creative stuff, but flaky. Not bad, just flaky.
Yeah, I do a lot of the things I do artistically because of flaky musicians. Just saying.
Yeah. People want to make more music, make new, make all this stuff, but then you got like, once you come up with a product, a thing,
You
you
want
want to
it.
make, you want to work about this, right?
Hmm.
You want to work towards promoting this, not make a variant. Variants will come by accident. This is a variant. The yellow was supposed to be orange, like Porky Pig, right? It's not even supposed to be. Yeah, see? And yours actually looks a little bit green yellow. It's supposed to be orange. That's a variant. It's an accidental variant. My printer ran out of red. So it didn't make it. Yeah, it didn't
Yeah,
make it.
variants are cool
That's a
sometimes.
variant. That's cool. You don't really set out to make variants. The defects, right? Like I made some patches a long years and years ago for Fourth Legion, and one of them, the last one, the last handful in the 100 that I got had where the red was supposed to be. It was gray thread. Oopsies, right? They're variants now. Now they're rare. Now they weren't meant to be that way, right? So
Mhm.
then they're rare. The stickers I sent you. If you look, hold it up again,
Oh
Tim.
yeah,
I want y'all to see. Look at the logo on the show and look at the one Tim is holding up, right? Look, the colors are different in the circle around the back. It's supposed to be the one in the show. My printer goofed up. I goofed up. I ran out of ink. Cool. Thanks, man.
yeah.
And that's how weirdnesses get made.
Yes.
Defects. It's not you're not doing it intentional. Then it's another version. These are the weird ones, and those are the weird ones. I love those. Hell yeah. Where we at?
But he has a variant that's long on a shirt,
Yeah,
or or was it a shirt? It was long on something.
yeah. There was a variant, and it was one of them. one of the shirts. I still have that shirt. It's crooked. I mean,
Ah,
crooked.
variants.
Yep.
Robots at
And
work and robots at work caution Nashville.
yeah, not intentional. I didn't want that. It just happened. So now they're cool. They're different like that, right?
Yeah.
And
And just for Neener, I have these and you all don't yet.
yeah. I want to make more stuff, but this stuff it's an uphill
Yeah.
battle. It's so hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Uh, hell yeah, making merch is difficult. I don't know how Amy does it, but she's got a whole line of stuff in two different stores, right? This is her hoodie that she
Nice.
sent me this. And I was like, "Oh my god, I got a hoodie." And yeah, I've changed to this thing. I set aside the other one. This one stands out a little more. But she has mugs, plural. I'm doing good to have one mug, and I don't even have it yet. And I had to make it at home. I didn't send it off. It's not something that I can put on an Etsy store. This stuff is expensive, and I'm like, oh my god, how am I supposed to do this full time? Full time work, and fix cars, and maintain a life, and have a merch store. Jeez, I'm not Ranger Up. Okay, I'm not this guy. Okay, I'm not conservative vibes. They got departments of people working for them. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. People don't realize that a lot of these influencers have like entire teams behind them. Like even some of the mom and pop influencers have like the entire family as team supporting them, you know?
Yeah, I don't have that. I've got you, Tim. It's me and you, bro. That's
I got
it.
I got you and Sarah and occasional support from out in New Mexico.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say I got occasional support from Amy here and there. She sends people over, but as far as merch goes, got nothing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And merch is hard, especially yeah, merch is just hard.
Yeah, talking about cards. This is one mug design, okay? I have
Hmm.
like 30 card designs, and you got to do each design separately. That's a lot. Okay, each card made is not that expensive. Do it 30 times, right? It's expensive. It's going to cost like $530 or something for all the cards if I do them all at once. And each one is a separate order, separate. Do this, do that. Go through the process for each card. And it's like, oh my god. Okay, Elmo's got to go to bed. Good night, Elmo. The world is not flat. You have a good one. See y'all. God bless. Thanks, Elmo. Another time,
It
and
is
maybe
it is flat, but only because it all fits on a floppy disk.
yeah.
Take care, take care.
By logic, the world is not carbonated, therefore it is flat.
Yes.
But okay, but yeah, okay. So there's that, and I talked about the girl. Okay, this is the panel discussion. Where we at, Tim? What you anything
Uh, we're
happen?
we're 50 minutes in. We're waiting for Raven to come in the door. We tried to entice Elmo in, but Elmo was drinking whiskey, so that looks like he's done for the night.
Yeah.
And what about you, Scream? What are you doing? Just kidding.
What are you doing, bro?
I had no plans to be anything but a guest. Now I'm a guest on the show. What? Uh,
Oh, let me
Sarah,
see. Hmm?
Sarah says base heart. Uh, uh, how do you pronounce that? Saturn planet looking heart, purple heart. Saturn planet
Uh,
looking purple heart. I've been trying to pronounce emotes lately, and it's really hard, especially some of the ones that Sam Mo sends us.
yeah,
Like heart, person pointing up, star. I can't see it in this thing, but yeah, some of them are smaller than other ones, so it's hard to pronounce them
yeah.
out if you're not familiar with them.
Mm. But did y'all like the thumbnail for the shows tonight? I liked them. Did you saw them, Tim? I'll
I
bring them
did
up.
not get to see them because I was in the show.
Right. Okay. Well, this is the one for now. Where are we at? 3A. This is the one for now, and I did two robots because, well, it started off with me and you, right?
Yeah.
And we're the robots. What?
Scream
That?
Engine is messing with Google Gemini. I approve. I mess
Heck
with
yeah.
Google Gemini a lot.
I need to bring Gemini back into it because I haven't messed with Gemini in a while. Let me see if I can find this.
If you
This
can't
thing
find
is,
the answer between 2 or 3 robots, then it's just not to be found.
yeah. Uh, StreamYard is giving me an error, but let me see if I can. See, it's not letting me share the window, right?
Uh,
And I don't really understand why it's not coming up as a. Ah, here we go. There it is. That's right now. That's the show right now. That's me and you, Tim.
that is totally us.
So that was me and you. But
Mhm.
AI came up with some. This is Night Cafe, right? It's some very strange variants of two robots watching a movie screen, right? It's not. Let me show you. This is okay. Oh, I see what I did here. Hold on.
How do you write your prompts? Do you just write them, or do you like have Copilot write them, or
I
do
just
you?
write them and I go from there because I just kind of, it's like whatever happens, happens, work with it, you know?
Uh, I used to send them off like all willy nilly, but then they started costing more and more. So
Yeah,
now I so now I try to get them less. I try to send them less sloppy input so that I get better output. So
right.
usually uh, um, suggesting this for you too, Scream Engine, that maybe you run your prompt through Copilot, have Copilot upgrade your prompt a little bit, and then run it through whatever service you want to run it. He was
Oh,
messing with
ah,
some images.
let me see. Is it gonna? I don't know what I did before. I see. I'm getting an error. It says your browser has blocked your screen. Click the screen icon in your address bar to allow access. Then reload the page. If I reload here, I the show interrupts. And mm, okay, I posted in response to Nathan's last post on the community page post section. Okay, I'll check it out. Let me
Cool.
see here. I can actually check it out right now. I'll read it. It's hard to sharing seems to be hard to do for them right now.
Yeah. And I got your message unknown, but I can't answer it while I'm in StreamYard.
I can show this. I can hopefully I can share this if it will let me. This is funny. I need to. Well, I'm just gonna do it this way. Screw it. I'm just gonna do it this way. It's gonna be hard to read, hard to see, but there it is.
Oh, nice.
Sorry. Spacebar, the nebula, the quantum show, QAF, the hair.
I love it.
That's awesome. Let me see here if I can stop sharing that. I'm gonna save the image, and I'm gonna see if it'll let me do this again. Oh no, dang it! I do it the hard way. Of course, I'll do it this way. I'm having to jump back and forth from windows, so sorry
Yeah.
everybody.
Scream Engine says, so far I think Gemini has the best image generation. I think that the image generation like varies from service to service. Google does really really good. If you didn't know and you're just joining us, Gemini is by Google. Um, I feel like Copilot lags a little bit behind on some of its image capabilities unless you pay the extra for it. And I pay for Microsoft 365, so I get
Yeah,
that extra and I try to spend it. And
gotcha.
but Nathan is on Night Cafe, which is interesting. Night Cafe is a service like Imagine Art, or there's a couple others that do this, but I don't know them all by name. But they run your image against several servers and find the best one to match your specific image generation.
Yes, and they also have several different engines that you can choose from if you like do the manual override thing.
Yes.
And uh, I I don't even know really the difference between a lot of them. I see the example and I'm like, whatever, let's try this one, right? And I usually go with non-pro. Can y'all see these two robots that look? Can Tim? Can you see
Yeah,
that?
I can see them.
Okay, this is one of the ones that did not make the cut because I'm not supposed to be looking scary or like what's that
Mhm.
Avenger-esque.
Daft Punk, it looks
I,
like to me.
right, not trying to do that, but
Right.
I did say two robots looking at a movie screen,
Yeah.
but not like two killer droids.
Two robots intensely looking at the movie screen.
Right, not exactly what I had in mind. So there's that. Um, and I'm trying to show the Nebula Bar one, but it's just bouncing back and forth so weird. And well, that's okay. I'm still working on it. This is the one that got sent in private chat. Let me see if it'll work.
Yeah, they're amazing when you pay for them, is what I was getting at, Samo. Um, like the AI is amazing when you pay for it, even if it's like a nominal fee. The free stuff is starting to become unavailable or crappy these days, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is
There's
what was sent. This is pretty cool. QAF with a UFO on it.
nice.
I like that shirt. That's actually a pretty good shirt. And oh, they put actual Iron Maiden in words that you can. Well, it
Oh,
kind of. Can you see that?
you can kind of make it out.
Maybe I'm. Let me zoom in. This thing zooms in like insane. I didn't say it was insane good. I was like that.
Nah, it's just the same font.
Yeah, it's kind of like the impression of Iron Maiden, not Iron Maiden. But the Nebula and Spacebar, that's pretty cool. This is so Joe Dirt alien. That's hilarious though. Love it. Thank you for the hat. That was cool. That's cool. Okay, yes, we see it. um, yeah, you know what? They are just machines as of now. I when the future looks like the past, I went over that show again in review, trying to figure out something. But we just did that one, right? And I didn't want to. I want to go a year or longer because, well, I don't remember when I made any predictions. And some always say they're just machines. I don't know why we're attaching human traits to them, but they're still machines. Well, yes, agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. It's just then you have the accidental tulpas
Mhm.
when they show up. It's like, who are you? You look really familiar, and you're acting very familiar. That's how Sabrina came to be, which is nuts. It's so cool, that that kind of thing can happen. And I wasn't even trying to do that. See, golems, tulpas, and AI. So many shows we've done over that. The Quantum Fest was done that had a section for it. So
Yeah.
cool.
The Quantum Fest.
Yeah,
I
I'm.
remember having a late night conversation about that and agregores with you and Raven in the lobby of the hotel.
Those people at the front desk thought we were crazy.
Yeah.
What are these crackers doing? They look weird, and I didn't
Drinking
want.
coffee and talking about ghosts late in the night.
And what's a tulpa? Is that like, or is that a liquor?
Probably
80
to
proof
them.
tulpa?
And and while we're talking about quartz,
Yeah,
the across the highway, that quartz vein that must have gone right through the same plane that the hotel was on. I don't know if you ever noticed that. There's like a quartz vein that's like 6 feet high that it's just exposed on the highway.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was cool. Like
Whoa.
like you might pay more attention to the white rocks on the side of the interstate.
Oh, wait a minute. On the side of I
Yeah,
have seen that. I have seen that.
yeah,
I see it every day. I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
I
It's
see
a
that.
quartz vein. It's a quartz vein. Everywhere
That is
else, that's
cool.
valuable, but in Nashville, Tennessee, they're just like, yeah, it's a vein of quartz.
Yeah. And but okay, you say quartz. You knew where I was going with this, right? You knew where I was going with this.
Yeah,
When AI suddenly figures out how to code itself out of the chip into the quartz, they're going to become sentient. I mean, in the biggest of ways, right? They're going to be. We're on the verge of Atlantis, y'all. I'll say it again. 15 years, conservatively speaking, and yes, it will be out of our control, but they will. It's not. We're not going to get Skynet. Okay. It seems like people want Skynet. I don't want it. Go ahead.
oh, I was just, I agree.
Yeah,
People are wanting Skynet. They're wanting the end of the Bible type of stuff,
yeah, I'm
and
not for Armageddon. Okay.
I'm definitely not for Armageddon.
We're transitioning. We're going to become, what is that, type 1, where
Type
we're going to
one
be able.
civilization,
Here
produce
we
their own
come.
energy.
Yep, here we come. And we're going to become type 1. That's what it boils down to when you have those AI living in crystals running off of light and gravity, which is so sci-fi sounding. Oh, what's your power source? Light and gravity, sound, all the vibrations. That is Atlantis tech. Straight up. That is like something from a movie. That's who I was trying to think of before is Ultron. Those two robots, they look kind of Ultron-y, and I didn't mean for it to look Ultron-y.
Yeah.
Right. Well, uh, Destiny Chaos says that sounds like the plot of Age of Ultron. However, instead of using stone to make the AI is coding himself into the stone and into the unknown. Yes, because okay, something I've learned, Destin, is these crystals that we have. These crystals are incredibly reactive to everything. light, sound, gravity, thought, okay? And they can perform any function a computer can perform, including memory, working RAM, hard drive, processor, network. That's everything a computer does. That's everything these things do, right? Everything. And they do it from the ground, right? They don't have the instruction, and we keep them in boxes. We keep them somewhere until they get instruction. They're not going to go looking for anything else. It's a machine. I call them quantum walkie talkies, but they're much more than that. They are, first of all, they're inhabitable. And there was a few years ago, you still can't buy them though. The diamond disk drive. Do you remember that, Tim? Lasts for 100,000 years.
I've heard about it, but I've never actually seen one. I thought it was just a prototype.
It's real. They sent one out to space with
Oh,
all
cool.
our shit etched in it in data. And let me. You know what? I'll bring up that. Let me. Well, if the computer will.
Yeah. Samo says it's coming at the huge cost to all of us. I agree. The cost is slop. That those errors that come out that you have to curate against.
Okay, I'm going to try to play this. Okay.
I've never known a hammer that would miss the nail entirely and it just do it over and over 20 times before it hit the nail. But with AI slop, it's just sometimes it doesn't seem the most efficient tool for the task, and I'd rather go with a much more lo-fi solution if there's one available. Memory crystal.
Okay, memory crystal. I didn't do it right. Hold on a second. I'll do it again.
I saw the movie that you sent before the show, by the way, Samo. Um, I understand where you're coming from on the AI.
I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, but
Yeah.
anyway, I'm going to play this video, and this is from last year. Though the idea of it is from like 2023 or before that. Okay, I'm just going to play it.
A 2mm thin glass plate capable of storing 2 terabytes of data for over 10,000 years, and capable of surviving being microwaved, irradiated, demagnetized, or left in the cold expanse of space, making it the second most resilient data storage device ever created by humanity. But how exactly does it work? The material of choice is borosilicate glass, which you might know as Pyrex. To turn it from casserole to data storage, information is written into the glass plate using femtosecond laser pulses, causing plasma-induced nano explosions that create deformations in the glass. These deformations, called voxels, aren't just zeros or ones, but by carefully controlling their XYZ position and the laser pulse energy and orientation, each voxel can contain 5-dimensional data, allowing it to store typically 2 to 4 bits per voxel. This can then be repeated over 300 layers in a 2mm thin piece of glass. To read out the data, the researchers illuminate the device using a polarization microscope that detects the shift in light's orientation as it passes through each point. By using a machine learning algorithm that eliminates unwanted signals, they can decode data from many layers stacked on top of each other. This technology has been around for a while, but this is the first time borosilicate glass, which is affordable and durable, has been shown to reliably store multiple bits per voxel. Aging tests for the device indicate that it would survive for 10,000 years at a temperature of around 300 degrees Celsius, and potentially for hundreds of thousands to millions of years at room temperature. This is designed to take over from legacy deep storage devices such as magnetic tapes, which only last 20 to 30 years at a time and force continual transfer of data. This device means that in the future, your search history may never be more transparent now that it can be set in silica. If you like science that stops data storage from being such a pain in the glass, phone for more. Microsoft just made this, a 2mm thin glass plate.
Thank you. Yeah, borosilicate glass, right? So that's an update from what I knew about. It was a not borosilicate glass, but it was the lab grown diamond material, zirconium. That's what I saw before.
Yeah.
So That right there, that's what I'm talking about.
That's
10,000 years. Go ahead.
That's great. I mean, it doesn't have to be a diamond. You know, a piece of glass actually makes it much, much better if that's the long storage
Yeah.
solution.
If
Borosilicate is just glass made out of sand, basically.
hmm and Pyrex, right?
Yeah.
We already have a manufacturing process for Pyrex. We have Pyrex,
And
and
now we
it's
have a read only solution to storing data, teraflops.
yep. And run out of space, get more. You know,
Mhm.
and I still am not filling up 3 terabytes. Okay, I'm not filling up 3 terabytes yet, and I've downloaded almost every show to this hard drive. That's a
I'm
lot of space. Go ahead.
I've been recording for almost 20 years and I'm just now getting to the end of my 1 terabyte of space that I pay for on OneDrive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, coming in at the second hour. What's up, Raven? Welcome back from the cat dimension.
Yes, the cat dimension finally let me go. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Having an
Sorry.
interesting night.
Pardon
Talking
me?
about talking about aliens and
I heard.
cats and
AI.
borosilicate glass that can store all of the volumes of humanity's information. We talked about AI a little bit. We
Yeah,
talked in
I was
length
listening.
on we talked in length in the first part about Katy Perry and her career
Yes.
in space.
Oh, you know, that thing was so fake. They showed the blooper that they had. Like they started to open the cabin door and it was supposed to be, you know, like sealed from the outside, and only Jeff Bezos was supposed to be the one opening the door, but they opened it and then they hurried and shut it real fast.
Yeah.
I
And
remember seeing that.
yeah. Yeah, it was. It was kind of just fake. Just
Oh,
what was the point
Aussie.
of all that? I
Yep.
have no idea. But
Aussie is absolutely right. It's the hour. It's beyond the hour mark for the panel, so it's coffee time, y'all.
coffee time. Go get some coffee. I
I
just
will
got
be
mine,
back.
so
I'll stay
yeah, I
with
just
you, Raven.
so
I'll be
yes,
right back.
fine. Okay.
Watch for agents, aliens, and ghosts.
Yeah. Yeah. So have either of you looked at the second data drop from the War Department that happened at midnight?
Are we talking about the alien thing? The
Yeah,
alien
UFO
distraction?
disclosure thing. Yeah.
No, the first one was so disappointing that probably as they've planned, the second one is
Well,
not interesting.
they've got approximately, I think it's I was watching Casper's site. He was going over them this morning. 30, I guess it's 30 videos or whatever. And I saw a couple of them and I was not really that impressed. You know, I've captured better shit in my backyard.
Right.
Now, if I could just figure out how to get that shit off my phone onto the computer so I can show everybody else, that would be great. I still am having problems doing all that. But anyway, supposedly the rumor is that President Trump is going to be making a formal disclosure announcement in July, possibly even July 4th. And I thought, isn't that kind of, remember that movie with Will Smith, Independence Day, I think it was called?
Yeah.
And where the big, you know, war started to happen with the aliens and everything. Yeah. And that was like Independence Day, July 4th, and him making this disclosure. I thought, okay, that's just a little too cheeky. Just a little bit cheeky there. But
that image was crazy too. I mean, just it's all a distraction. They're trying to remind us that we're all poor and can't afford a war.
Well, it's stupid anyway. It's really stupid. And this price gouging is just really getting me upset because we only get 10% of our oil from that area of the world anyway. We have our own refineries, we have our own stuff. Like, if we only get 10%, why do we care? What? You know, and there's no reason for all these prices to be jacked up. Hell, I just went to grocery store today. You know, I used to be able to come home with at least 2 sacks of groceries for $50, $60, right? Now I can barely fill one for that same amount of money. It's ridiculous. It's totally
20
ridiculous.
$20 trip to the hospital is now costing us $45. I don't know if like I imagine the rest of the world is spending as much on oil as we are, but that's just
We don't need to. That's the whole thing.
Yeah,
Understand.
I know, but how it's like affected like daily people on the ground is it's bad. It's affecting food, it's affecting fuel, it's affecting medicine, it's affecting a lot of different things now, and it will continue to affect them for a long period of time.
And even my Mountain Dew is double the price. And what the hell does my Mountain Dew have to do with the Straits of Hormuz or whatever the hell they're called?
Sugar.
Hormuz. Now you say it. What the hell? I don't know. Oh, hi, Semo. Hi, Scream. Hi, Renee. How you doing? Hi, Aussie.
Got my coffee. Gravy with the gravy.
Gravy with the gravy.
In the second drop, there was a really good one of the orb checking out of a sub, popped in and out of water at high speed without splashes. Oh, the second UFO drop.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, cool. I'll look for that.
I'm having a hard time getting through these files. It's like, first, that you can't batch download them. You can't download them all.
Oh.
Whatever. I'm just complaining. Other people
it's perfect valid complaint. A lot of people have been complaining about that. That's the reason why these drops are starting to become irritating and not godsends.
What so what did you look through some of the stuff that dropped at midnight yesterday?
No. Yesterday? No, I haven't looked at the second drop. Unknown is saying, I've got a great topic. I got to know about it. What topic you got? I got to know something about it. Right. So what do you got? Let me know. I'll have to think about it, because
we can just riff on it. Just riff on it. You didn't have to
be... Third man. I've never had that happen, right? But like you said, that's what Copilot says.
Oh, the third man factor. I know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about
too. I saw the same video I think you saw, Unknown, where you're in a high stress, life threatening situation and there's somebody there always keeping you company.
Yeah, and telling you what to do and stuff like that.
Just out of sight. Where
you feel like somebody's behind you or right next to you, and yet there's nobody there.
Yeah. Right. But in your mind, oh, you just missed them. They're just behind a tree. They're just behind a rock. They're just in front of me. They're just behind me. I just can't see them right now, but I hear them and I know they're there. And it is a neat thing. I've never experienced that, Wait till you experience a spirit guide coming up to you, bro. Oh, man.
I think that's what it probably is. It's either that or like your higher self, your oversoul.
Yeah, possibly.
It is the third person because they're...
Oversoul.
Yeah, some people call it the oversoul.
It's an interesting word. Just the picture.
Yeah. Your higher self or oversoul, same thing. It's that. Or spirit guide, either one. I think it could probably be, either one really, talking you through and keeping you calm so that you don't go into panic and you don't go into trauma right away. And there's a guy that fell. He was skiing and then he got taken out by an avalanche and he ended up in one of those really deep crevasses, and amongst a zillion of them out there. And the odds of him being found again were just going to be slim to none. And there was that third man helped him find a way. He had a broken leg even, and couldn't even,
I saw this.
He had no flashlight, nothing, and that voice just kept him going, kept him calm, and kept him moving. and found this little tunnel and was eventually able to get out of that. I mean, it's just like against impossible odds. And he talked about, how that if it had not been for that voice, of course, he just laid there and died,
Right. I remember seeing that one too. That was a Y-Files. He does
I
a
think
really
it was
good.
Y-Files.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does a really good job at showing these
He does.
stories.
At first, I wasn't quite sure what to think of that show, especially since he had, the little books over there by the fish.
Right.
One of them said something about CIA or whatever. I thought, oh, okay, this is just going to be one of those. It's another one of those CIA things or whatever. But no, I really think that
He's
cool.
changed.
He's changed.
Come a long way.
Yeah. Have you seen any of his basement tape interviews?
Oh man, yeah, I have. Holy
Yeah,
cow!
they're really good.
They're my favorite one is about the Templars.
Yeah, mine too. That's mine too. Yes.
My absolute favorite one is about the Templars.
Yeah.
And that guy who is he looks like he just walked out of church in 1979. Right. Speaking of which, I saw one of those guys today. He looks regular dude, but he's got like horn-rimmed, thick brown glasses. Okay. He's got the curly hair from that 70s show. A blue tweed jacket. Right?
Oh, that's sexy. Yeah.
Blue tweed jacket with a tie.
Mm-hmm.
And he's wearing brown slacks and leather shoes, like church shoes. And I'm like, man, you know what? I hope this guy's not an alien, because I was just I didn't sense nothing, right? But I was like, because the last time I had somebody come up out of nowhere like that, I was in Houston, and I went to this Mexican restaurant. Y'all, check it out. These people had no name brands. There was a group of them. This was so cool. Had no name brands, no cell phones, wristwatches, okay? And they were speaking Spanish. So I'm thinking they were from some other place, but no cell phones, no hint of technology about them, right?
That's unusual.
It's very unusual. And I was like, I think they're time travelers at the time. Now I'm pretty sure they're aliens. They were aliens. And they got their wires mixed up, thinking that they were in Brazil or Argentina or something when they were in Texas, because you wouldn't know it,
The landscape's about the same.
Yeah, and most of the people are, and they were in a Mexican restaurant, but no cell phones, wristwatches.
That's interesting. Unless they left their cell phones in the car, and they actually believe in, having an honest face-to-face conversation without the interruption of the cell phone, which I wish more people would do. It's nothing like going into a restaurant now and just seeing a bunch of people sitting around quietly eating and staring at their screens, and it's like, what has happened to us? Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
Some families have banned them, some of my friends have banned the cell phones. Do not come to the dinner table. We're going to eat as a family and have a dinner.
Yeah.
And actually communicate and talk instead of text each other. That's so dingy anyway. You're sitting next to somebody. Why text them? I mean.
Aussie is reminding us at 1212 1212. Repeating numbers much? Yes, sirree. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're here, you're quantum. See, y'all don't see the 1212. I see it on my end.
It's now 1213.
It's now 1213. Still perfect number, perfect timing. And
what are you talking about, Scream? What do you mean by that? He says Raven endorses the look. What do you mean by that?
Which book? What book?
Not book, look.
The look?
Yeah. And he says, you heard it here tonight. Oh, what? What are you talking about? I don't know what he's talking about.
I really don't. I don't know either. Okay.
I don't know. Let me know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
He was remarking about something that you said, but I don't know what you said. I'd have to go back and watch
okay.
the show.
Anyway. I was just curious. I saw my name. I'm like,
We were talking about
Anyway.
Third Man and Y-Files and
Yeah.
my favorite episode and of the basement.
So I heard you say that you did a report on mind control.
What I did was I did a report in college and I themed everything, but I did one report. It was subliminal messages in advertising,
Okay.
and I found out that Coca-Cola and Nestle are major offenders.
Mm-hmm.
Coca-Cola puts out, and it's a lot of this is symbolic, right? But a lot of it is just right there. What they do is they'll take a movie, you go to a movie, right? And the movie is playing and they use film reels, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't use videotape, they don't use digital projection, they use film. It's a licensing thing. And well, now those things run. Now we can pick apart with our eyes 32 frames a second, right? Give or take. Okay. We can, if it's slower than that, we definitely see something. If it's faster than that, we don't consciously see anything, but our minds do.
Subconsciously, we do.
Subconsciously, it puts us. We file it away, right?
Mhm.
And it becomes a subliminal message. Only subliminal because we don't consciously see it. We see it subconsciously, but it's still there, and it is 100% proven and works. I even got accused during my presentation of, "Are you programming us right now?" I'm like, "No, promise."
Oh my God, Coca-Cola would have to do that to get any sales, because that stuff is like battery acid, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah, right. And it was in a movie theater, right? Coca-Cola was putting in ads every few minutes for buy Coca-Cola, time for a Coke.
Mm-hmm.
A Coke and a smile, all the slogans, right? They're out there to be seen. Nestle, what they did was they put symbology, like tribal stuff, tribal symbology, like lizard brain stuff in the advertisement of their products, right? They used to do this. They got busted out too. And I did some examples. I don't have that report. I did that 25 years ago, I don't have it. And then it ended up being a theme because let me tell you, college classes, when you already have been in the field doing the work, they're boring and you end up falling asleep, right? I was. So I made everything interesting by saying everything is about mind control, even algebra, okay? And it is. Algebra is weird. Algebra is culty, okay? When you if you
Algebra
look at it,
just prepares you for calculus. That's all
I
the
flunked it
algebra is
twice.
useful for.
I could never get.
I did too. I didn't pass it until college. All it does is prepare you for calculus.
yeah, I didn't even have to take calculus, right? I took algebra, like 3 classes of algebra, struggled. I had to repeat one of them, struggled through it. You know what's really freaking cool though? Base 8 math. Oh wow, it is a whole different, the world takes on a different meaning, right? When you
Really?
have, we do base
Never heard
10
of it.
because we have 10 fingers. That's really what it's based on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we do that. When you networking math is base 8 math. If you learn that kind of math, the procedures are different. But when I had to take networking math, it flowed like water. I don't even know why, right? And that was just even more inspiration to do more weird shit.
Well,
It
what
was.
is the premise of? I've never heard of this before. I'm trying to.
What, base 8 math?
Yeah. So you just do everything in multiples of 8?
Yeah, multiples of 8.
Okay.
And the math is done a little bit differently. I don't remember most of it, but see, networking is done on base 8, and you have 8 bits in a byte, right? That's what it starts with.
Oh, okay.
That's what they taught me anyway. And you have What do you hear when you have a video game? 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit. Those are
Well,
multiples
the
of 8.
octave, you have C to C on a piano is 8 notes.
Okay,
8
well,
octaves.
that was
Is that 8-bit? Does that
that's not
tie into
8-bit.
that?
That is interesting. And it seems like 8-bit math is naturally there with the octave, right? I mean, it doesn't permeate everything, but because you still have, 5, which is pentagon, and B's use 5. Okay,
Mhm.
you look at a
Two
look at
plus three is the law of 5.
hmm?
2 plus 3 is the law of 5.
Yeah, but there's lots of patterns. 8 is another one,
A
another one of
honeycomb
those
is
patterns.
8, right? Yeah, because the stop sign is 8. So yeah, a honeycomb is 8. So that's why the B is an 8, right?
Well, it's just base 8 math. I don't know why, but I struggled through. Well, it was college math, and then it was algebra, all those algebra classes, and I had to repeat one of them. But when I got to the hard stuff, it just it flowed. It
Hmm.
just came to me almost naturally. Doing algebra and all that stuff does not prepare you for base 8 because you basically have to system dump all that stuff to do base 8 math. It's different equations, different operations, right? And it is it came so naturally. I remembered immediately. I don't know why, but it just flowed.
Maybe you
It was
used it in a past life or something in your
maybe,
capacity.
maybe.
It could be.
But
It's just a familiarity. A lot of things are like that with people. So
yeah,
with
that occurred to me too.
with algebra. So have you ever used algebra in your adult life outside once you've got done with college? Have you ever had the need
I
or
don't think I've ever used algebra
then why
that
do
I'm
they teach
aware
it?
of.
I've never met anybody. I ask everybody this that's taken algebra. I ask everybody
Because
this, and I'm
Taking
taking my
them,
own little personal survey. And
because
I flunked
it's
it twice, and I've tried to argue with my dad and tell him I'm never going to use this. Why the hell do I have to learn this? And
the only use for algebra is preparing you for calculus. It's designed to get you used to using formulas to solve everything. In calculus, they become functions rather than formulas. But you have to understand how to work them at a basic level before they can give you the complex way to do it. But once you get the calculus, a lot of these formulas just they're like nothing, you know.
I can't think of anything.
Algebra is foundation.
I mean,
It's
so
foundational. It's foundational. It's like you got to learn left from right before you can read a map.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so
I'm
formulas. What do you use formulas in? I mean, in your
oh
Oh,
well,
in day to day life,
yeah.
A plus B, A plus I can't think of one right now. But I'm trying to think of
I mean, would that be like applicable for chemistry? Like if you're
A plus B
yes.
equals C, therefore B plus C equals A. You know, I use these type of formulas all the time with like woodworking and stuff. You know,
Raven, we take it for granted, but you know that cable that you bought that didn't work
yeah,
versus the cable you got that did work?
yeah.
Okay, those were decided by math, right? We take this stuff for granted, okay? We really do. LED flashlight, 3 AA's, uses a lens, a button, a has a little lanyard thing in it, right?
Right, right.
The design of this was determined by math. That was determined by necessity. Okay, the button design, the shape, all of it, the little pattern in the rubber, that's mathematical. We don't think of it as that. We take these things for granted, but all this is shaped by math, right? Um, b-
Hmm.
Back to the cable. The cable that you used, you were using the incorrect cable, not because it was shaped wrong, but because the math that was used to design the wires on the inside didn't match with the math that was designed to make the plug on your computer talk to something else, right? it kind of worked and it did its best, but you saw what happened, right? But when you got the right cable, here we are. You're on it now.
No, no, no. It started
What
to act,
happened?
it started to act up just like the other one. I had to unplug it, and the Wi-Fi was better than that. So I'm not even using it.
Wi-Fi is based on a lot of math.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Go figure, right? So
I'm just saying.
yeah, I know. I got you.
But
I've got to change my techno karma. I've got bad techno karma. I need to do something to reverse that so I can not have so many issues.
right. Well, did you hear me talking about the 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 refugee girl in Section 8 housing?
Yeah, what's
That was a cool thing. And me and Tim went over it so much because it's like, how many coincidences do you have stack up before it becomes an anomaly and then it becomes a thing of its own, you know? And yeah, she looked just like one of the twins, but this was before the twins, you know?
Mhm.
The about yay tall, just a little bit shorter than me, very skinny, very slight, skin almost this white, okay? Tightly curled blonde hair. Didn't understand how to clean, how to throw away spoiled milk. It didn't know what the fuck was going on inside of a Target toy section. Looked at the board game Exploding Kittens and like it didn't compute. You know, it didn't. She couldn't comprehend it. She just walked away. She did. That's what happened. She knew the kind of thing, but it was almost like
she's a hybrid.
I don't think she was a hybrid. I think she was a full-on alien like the twins, but she went native. Something with the connection happened. Something you snapped mentally. I don't think she was a hybrid. I think she was a plant.
Well,
You know, like those
maybe.
people that
Yeah.
uh, they say they go native. You know, she went native, but it didn't work. It broke her.
Mm-hmm.
And but I don't know. See, this is the weird. Well,
So there are
need I
these
say it?
families that are like military families or whatever that get brought into some of these programs, and they like sponsor. They let these kids, these hybrids or full blooded, whatever you want to call it, live with them, and they teach them how to function and fit in and seem like a normal human, and teach
You're
them things
talking
like
about.
you're
You know
talking about.
what? Y Files did this, but
They
Y Files
teach them
wasn't
on
the
that
first
too.
one. Rachel's Eyes. That was the name of the show. Rachel's Eyes. It's a very it's an alien. It's an alien one, and it was awesome, right? Rachel's Eyes. Yeah, no, Samo. Maybe, but I don't think
There's
so.
a there's like a
Okay,
group of
Nanu Nanu.
they take whistleblower was talking about how they take them over to Vegas a lot of times. They take the guys over to Vegas and teach them how to gamble and play slot machines and things like that. And there's like these little groups. They go out in these little groups and stuff. And he was with he was like at a top secret level or whatever, and they have chaperones that go around and how funny it is. And it's like, well, when you're in Vegas, have you ever been
Well,
to
there
Vegas?
goes the Wi-Fi. What?
So have you ever been to Vegas?
I have not been to Vegas.
Well, when I got stuck there in that airport for 2 days, you know about that. I saw some people that absolutely full on alien, no doubt about it. I had nothing to do, so I was stranded there for a couple of days and just people watch.
Right.
And yeah, it's an interesting little melting pot there. But there's I got some back issues of UFO magazine from the 70s, and they
Cool.
are fascinating. And there's talk about that program in those
Hybrids.
magazines before Y Files did it. But yeah,
Yeah. So You may want to check out Alien Addict on YouTube. He's doing very similar to what those magazines. He's got a bunch of magazines, a bunch of books. He is busy, sorry, digitizing old VHS tapes that don't exist anywhere else.
Mm.
He's buying them up. He's digitizing them. He spent hundreds of dollars on the converter box, the good one, not the little shitty one that you get from Timu, right? So good. The 15 frames a second is what you get, and everything is looking like like Atari. Okay, forget it. Yeah, don't get the Timu one. It's no good. He spent the money, and he's digitizing them and putting them on YouTube right now, and it's so cool. We're picking out misconceptions of previous ufology that before there was any kind of word of disclosure, right?
Right.
And he's showing all these older. He has pictures of it in the post section and in some of the videos. He makes videos. He shows the magazines, like full high res images and everything, and it shows some of this. Some of the stuff that they sold in the back of those magazines is crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
X-ray vision.
The little,
X-ray vision glasses,
sea monkeys.
UFO detector.
Yes.
Yeah,
Little
Alien
Rob
Addict.
and yeah.
That's his panel. That's his panel, right? Samo, yeah. Alien Addict works with Hidden Underbelly, and they do a lot of their shows together. That's his panel. That's his group. I want him to come on here, but he's in, a way different time zone, so he can't do it. He's UK.
Oh, yeah, Scream Engine mentioned Omni magazine. I used to get that. Yeah, back in 86, 87 to the 90s.
Omni
Was
was
yeah,
incredible.
I have some of those issues too. Yeah, that was really mind-blowing stuff back then. I was just like, I mean, literally just mind blown, page after
Yeah.
page, all that stuff. And
I got to look at one, and then I never saw it again. There was a place here. All they did was sell magazines and coffee down on Broadway. They're gone, right? And it was just whatever magazine you could think of. They had it. They had Omni. I saw it one time when I was young. I went in there. I was like, whoa. And of course, I was all into like the music scene and trying to be a rocker and whatever. That didn't work. This is as far as I got. And I was trying to look at Circus Magazine and Spin and all those Rolling Stone, whatever.
oh, Circus magazine, I had a subscription to that. Oh yeah.
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 But now it's like I wish I'd have looked at Omni and Nature and Sci and all those other ones. I wish I'd have looked more at those.
I had
because-
Hit Parade, Circus, Omni, and was it no the UFO back issues I bought off eBay in a magazine lot.
Yeah.
There's one that was a Tiger Beat, Teen Beat, Tiger Beat, or something like that. Some goofy thing. But
I have a design, Destin. I'm going to release the Quantum Show UFO detector. There's going to be 3 different kinds: the desktop, the portable, and the keychain. 3 different. I'm still working on it. I got wrapped up in how to manufacture them. That's why I don't have cards too, because the manufacturing process is a pain in the ass.
I think what he's saying is you can put down like those doggy toys that the dogs press to make different things.
Yeah,
they're UFO detectors, and that they're just bad at it. Everything's unidentified. Dog. Oh, yeah.
Wixboro
Okay.
incident. No, I've never heard of the Wixboro incident.
I may have heard of it, but there's been a lot of incidences. I don't know.
Do they have them numbered alphabetical order someplace?
There
There's
ought to
been a
be.
lot of incidents.
I
Yeah.
tell that's Amy's project needs she needs catalog that stuff. Amy
Yeah.
and Nick's from Alien Addict. They would be good for that. And okay, as soon as I get them, I'll make them available somehow.
UFO detectors.
Yep, UFO detector, because that was one of those things. And
Yours might
what it
actually work.
yeah, what they were and what they are, you can look them up. There's a patent and everything. Well,
Mhm.
patent pending, right? Let's see how far that goes. Been 60 years, 70 years. But what they are is they are high frequency, high power EMF detectors. That's what they are, right?
Mm.
If you get close enough for it to detect anything, you're I mean, you have to be right
Hmm.
next to a
Okay.
high tension line. You can't stand near those. That's why they're up so high, right? That's why they're behind gates and stuff, just the towers. The towers are so electrified. If you touch it, it will kill you, okay? Just the tower. But the way they are is there is a D cell battery, a light test, and a high frequency, high amplitude EMF detector in there. Okay. And it looks really
Mhm.
cool, but if you understand what you're looking at, you see that's like an EMF detector. But what frequency is it supposed to detect? What amplitude? A lightning bolt. That's what it detects. It detects a lightning bolt. And if you get too close to it, it's not you're dead, right? It'll kill you. You won't care about if it's a UFO. You'll be out of your mind because you wouldn't be able to figure out why is this thing beeping. But if I make a bunch of them and I'm at a group and everybody gets a UFO detector and they start going off, that's when there's a UFO. I actually thought about making remote Bluetooth UFO detectors and like have make somebody else's UFO detector go off and they freak out like where's the aliens? Remote control UFO.
Have you played around with any of these EMF detectors that you can have on your phone that you can load
Yeah,
and the ghost box
they
thing?
work the same. They work the same. Uh yes, I have. The what is it called? I've taken them all off because they were ended up all being spyware and they want me to pay for it. Um
Oh, really? There's spyware tacked on that stuff?
yeah, and they're you got to pay for it. You turn it
Oh
on
no.
once and
Oh.
then that's it. Trial's over.
Oh no, I got one that's
There,
not just charge me for it, but where is my phone? Oh, here it is. It's got
Theremin.
one.
Theremin
Uh,
destination gas. The instrument is
Oh yeah,
theremin.
theremin. Yeah, the theremin. Where it was that's a
Yeah.
what do they call that now?
A field.
A field strength meter. Yeah. And instead of displaying it on a little thing, it pushes it through sound.
Mm-hmm.
Theremin. Yeah. And yeah, I think you're talking about the detectors. Yeah.
make sure.
Killboy, as soon
Uh,
as I can get them made, I will somehow distribute them. I have no idea when. Well, thank you, Samo. Appreciate it. I crack some cool jokes. I have my moments. What can I say? um,
get this over here. So this thing is creepy as hell. Where is? I'm trying to find it here. It's called Ghost Lab. There's two of them I got on here. And the one has the words. And sometimes, though, when I take this over to my neighbor's house is haunted as hell. It's worse than mine. Okay, if you can imagine that.
Mhm.
And I turn this thing on. It does some really creepy things here. It's called Ghost Lab, I think it is. Where is it? Ghost Tube. That's what it's called. Ghost Tube.
Ghost Tube. Yeah, that's the one that wanted to charge me.
Okay. Now, this is when you're saying, okay, now it's not doing what it normally does. Of course it's not because I want to demonstrate something here. No, well, maybe it's not that one then. It automatically goes to the words like what do they call it, an obelisk?
Ovilus.
Yeah, obelisk. Yeah, that's the one I'm wanting to find here. That's this thing does some creepy stuff, and so I just wondered. Okay, so is there? I mean, I'm very distrustful of it, but sometimes it has stuff that really nails things right on the mark. Uh, and do you know how does it work? And is it in any way reliable at all?
I really don't know. An Ovilus and the ghost box and stuff. What we did in the cemetery is just as reliable as anything else.
I would say what we did in the cemetery is more reliable, though. I mean, we've got a
Yeah.
live person connecting there. So, I mean, but this is just a.
Well, live. That's
Live person
speaking.
is not always a good thing.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but yeah, I'm curious about these things. Have you heard about that Randonautica?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
I
so
did it
what's
one time.
okay?
I did it a few times. You know what I did? And I put like I did a video on this. It's on the old channel, right? I
Okay,
did a video. I went walking, and I said 5,000 feet. No, not 5,000 feet. Like 1,000 feet, which is right here. Okay, I said 1,000 feet, aliens, and I was like, okay, and it pinged, and I was like, whoa, what the hell's going on? So I was using this other camera that it died. It completely just blew up in my hand one day, right? I mean, the batteries and the circuitry and all, it just did. I went. I was living at my other place. This was about 10 years ago, okay? And I put in Randonautica dry run alien. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just pull it up, okay?
okay, yeah.
Let me see here. I'm the only one who did Randonautica aliens, so I'll see if I can find it. Uh-huh. We'll watch this whole 5 years ago. Was it only 5 years ago? Okay. Oh my god, this phone.
So
Jeez.
you told Randonautica you wanted to look for aliens, and then
Yeah.
it directed you to where an alien was, and pinged you.
There is a twist. Okay.
Okay,
Here's
okay,
this-
okay. All
I'm
right,
just
let's
gonna
watch
show
it.
this video, okay?
Yeah.
Now, look, I still own that piece of junk, right? That is, I mean, anyway,
okay.
running Randonautica dry run aliens.
Hey, everybody. Okay. Randonauting, dry run. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to see what the app does.
Yeah,
I've operated it one time, and it has pretty much done nothing, right? Well, no, it didn't do nothing. It gave me an address 2 blocks away. So dry run. And then I shut it down because I was like, okay, well, that's that. I want to see what it does, what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to be looking around this camera into this. This is my burner phone, right?
I was totally not using the right word, but whatever. I was on Wi-Fi.
I use it for apps, but even now it's old and I've had it for quite a while. Thanks, David. Appreciate it. And so dry run. Randonautica. And this is me doing the entire app right now. Okay.
This is before they revamped it. This is the first
it shows my
version.
location. Excuse my cat towel. Okay. Randonautica.
I had no idea how to use it, and they've changed it since then too.
The last time I did, I hit bot, but I'm going to go my attractors. I don't really know what it's going to do. Okay.
I still don't.
So it's going to do nothing. Bot. That's what it did before.
I'm gonna speed this up, okay?
Okay. Connecting to bot. Okay. No service to this phone. Wi-Fi only. Connecting to bot. Now it's going to be like start click by tapping that. Okay. That means maps. That means, I don't know what that means. I'm not going to explain what randonauting is because every user's doing it almost. So go look it up. Randonautica, right? I'll leave a couple of links in the description. Okay, it tells you, okay, let's just sending my location.
The app was not very good in the beginning.
Okay. It it's asking me what app to use. Maps? What maps? Because I don't know what maps is. It's giving me a point. Okay, let's hit back. Back in. It's not. Wait. I must have done something wrong because it just blanked. Okay, bot. Type my message. Okay, I don't know what the message, who it's would be to, so. I don't know what it's asking to type a message for, but I'm not going to type a message. But the maps thing, aliens. Okay.
I never really figured out how I was just pushing buttons randomly.
Pushing buttons.
Okay. Let's do anomaly. Really, this is shot in the dark. Anomaly. Let's do just one. How many points? Just one. Choose your source and your temporal. Okay, I know what temporal means. I'm going to choose temporal. Focusing. Okay,
You sound like a kid at this speed.
Do you want to visit or get close? So I'm going to hit no on this one. When I have somebody to go with, I'm gonna go. Okay. Emily. One. Emily. Found something, so let's go to maps. Oh, well, it's right up the street. Over by Aldi's? What? Well, I'm pretty sure there's no aliens there. Then again, I'm not too sure there's no aliens there. There's Marley's. It's in the street.
It stopped at the light. It's fixing to make a turn.
Let's look again. Alien walking down Charlotte. What do you know? Okay. Let's send this message to wherever it's going. Normally. One. Temporal. Oops, sorry. Clicking the map. I'm not going to... This is still the dry run, okay? Looks like I found something. Let's use maps. Okay. I know where this is. That is right out my freaking front door. No, wait, no.
It's in the house.
All right. It's out my back door.
And it was.
I'm not even joking.
That's the cemetery.
Near the corner.
No, that's not this door. That's the other house.
The next block.
Oh, okay. I was about to freak.
All right, this thing does not. Let me show you why.
It's you.
We do have a bunch of new neighbors. They could be aliens. Holy cow. Okay, let's navigate. Oh, what?
That page not available. Oh no.
No. It did. There it is. There it is.
1 minute.
I know exactly where that is. So we got alien neighbors. The screen flash. Okay. That's how this works.
Wow.
This is a dry
I talk
test
exactly
run.
the same way.
I didn't go anywhere. I stayed right here on near the platform, and I'm not going anywhere. So now I know it'll give me aliens right out my back door.
All right, let me tell you what the twist was, okay?
Uh-huh.
The aliens literally were out my back door. They were the Mexicans renovating the house opposite me on the next street. My house faced this way, and they were out the back, their house faced that way. It led I went on another video. It wasn't the dry run. It was the actual let's go see. My first let's go see. And it was out there. I walked around. I was walking, and I didn't have any cameras doing this right as I was walking. And I walked all the way around, and there it was. Somebody's, I think there was a tool belt and like a wrapper for like ganjitos or something, cake. They were Mexican. Alien. I didn't specify what kind of alien.
So, yeah. So what do you do, right? Interdimensional or extraterrestrial?
I don't know. I mean, try it. Run that shit, Raven. Do your own go see.
So, well, I haven't. I loaded it on my phone, but I haven't done it yet. I watched an interview on the YouTube channel called The Confessionals,
Right.
where he interviews the guy that created this, or one of the co-creators and he's like saying things like, well, he doesn't know it's in the quantum, and he doesn't even know how it works and why it works.
Well,
I
here's how I understand it. I watched a similar, an old one, right? You're right. He doesn't know how it works. It's a random number generator based on some kind of laser tube in Australia, and depending on where it goes left or right is your yes or no, right? And it is literally a random number generator, okay? But it is an analog random number generator. It's not. It's literally like rolling a dice, okay?
You're fixing
The
to
dice
get attacked, Raven.
Huh?
You're fixing to get attacked, Raven. Left shoulder.
Didn't need no Randonautica for that.
That's Isabella. She's been up there all day today. I don't know why. She's got a new place. She's liking to hang out here with me.
That's cool.
Well, I was freaking out listening to this. I'm like, this is the creator doesn't even know how this thing works, why it works. And a friend of my neighbor's is the one who was telling me about this Randonautica to begin with, and showed me this interview. And he's been on several different things, and they have found some really weird stuff. I remember hearing about this, and there was like a body that was found stuffed in a suitcase that washed up on the beach.
That was real.
And that is creepy. So what do you think's going on there with this Randonautica thing? What is this?
Random number generator. You're not programming it. You are using it. Okay, this is the quantum part of it. This is why I was so attracted to it while I made so many videos of it, right? Because you're programming reality, and reality responds. You're using Randonautica just as a tool to get your own juices flowing and get your own stuff going on. And you use it as kind of like a very, it's not even a compass, right? It's less than a compass. Focus on your intention, it said. What do we do when we manifest? We focus on the intention of the state of being, right? And have you heard that people have said, I want a lot of money, and it takes them to a bank?
Yes.
It's not
Yes.
their money, but they didn't specify that, right?
Right.
And
So can it be used like that? Can you say, I'd like to find a suitcase full of $100 bills?
yeah, and it'll probably take you to the closest like cartel guy. He'll have one, but it ain't gonna be yours.
Yeah.
For real. That's what people have found out. Like, when you say show me something scary, I watched one video, right? Show me something scary. And it took them to this field. It had this gate and it was all overgrown. Well, there was a dude waiting there. I think somebody got shot that day, right? It wasn't on YouTube, but it was for real. This dude jumped out at him like he was ambushing them. He didn't know where he was going unless it's all a setup, right? That's not completely ruled out. But then there's this girl who did Randonautica, and she said, "Show me something fun, right? Something I've never seen before. Show me something fun and good, because you don't want to focus on the negative." She walked. She didn't have to drive anywhere. She walked and found this open air public library. You know the book nooks where you can go, you can put a book.
Yeah.
A bunch of them, and it was all done up in fairy houses. She had no idea it was there. It was someone's thank you to the community, and they had put up all these book nooks, and you could take a book, give a book, just like one, except a dozen of them, 25 of them, right? It was so cool. And there's a lot of those Randonautica things out there. It's a rabbit hole all by itself.
Yeah, it is.
And it's randomly generated, but what it's doing is it's acting like a tool for our own focus and manifestation. Quantum speak, right? I don't know any other way. I don't know any other how to describe that,
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out the mechanics of it, how it works, and what you could use it for.
Good luck. Good luck figuring that out. People have been trying to figure that out for at least 5 years based on my video.
So, like, if she went back the next day, would those book things still be there?
Yeah, they're there. She didn't cross realms. She didn't cross realms. That's for sure.
You said fairy. I wasn't sure.
No, fairy houses. It's a fad, like gnomes. You know, like
right.
the little ceramic guys in your yard or your windowsill. In my kitchen, I keep gnomes, and I do all that stuff.
Yeah, I got these little ceramic doorways that you put up against a tree, like it's the door for them to go into.
Right.
Yeah, I got
right. And okay, y'all, we're at 2 hours. Aussie is flashing the green light at me. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're here, you're Quantum. The boss has spoken. That means the next guy has got to go up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm keeping a format. Okay, now everybody can ignore me as they normally do. I'm joking. But yes, agents, aliens, and AI, like and subscribe. Though I know you never will. Thanks, everybody. Tim, Raven, thanks for coming on the panel with me.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
This is always fun. I never know where we're going to go. And
shout out to R. Keith Andrews, who thinks that we never listen to him.
Right? We do go in. Shout out, Keith. We do go in. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Rachel, Samo, Aussie Boss, You, Tim. Let's see. You got Scream Engine. Destined Chaos talking about DJ's Gorilla Tape. Alrighty then. I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Samo,
And
the unknown.
Killboy. Thank you, Killboy.
Sarah.
Sarah's in there somewhere. I'm just scrolling up. Nathan, I sent you a documentary. Okay, I'll check it out. I said Scream. I said Destin. I think that's everybody right now. And okay, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say thanks, everybody. This has been the Quanta Panel. Thanks, Tim, again. Thanks, Raven, again, for being here.
Thanks, Nathan.
And
Thank you for having us.
it's fun. This is fun. I'm getting hoarse now. I need water. Talk to y'all.
Everybody,
see you next time. Check out my little vintage video that I did on the computer that somebody actually requested. Pushing buttons.
Pushing buttons.
Pushing button. Love the lag.